What's up, Cancers? Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. We are going to do a short little love and romance check-in, little sips, taking the temperature, seeing if it goes down smooth. If not, that means it's not your message. Don't take on anything that feels negative or foreign or strange. But yeah, highly recommend you come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Please only take away messages that resonate with you, that motivate you, inspire you, empower you. Everything else, release, or you can shelve it for another day and maybe return to that message later on. Everything else about this video down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, as well as .com. Yeah, that's about it. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video. Y'all, I'm so close to hitting 2,000. I'm so excited. My Cancers show up for me. You guys have been incredible in supporting me and my channel. So yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You guys are amazing. You crabby folk. I love it. I got a lot of Cancer in my chart too, so I got a soft spot. I got a soft spot for the crabs out there. All right. Let's see. 2 more cards for Cancer's person. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in. It could represent someone from your past. You never know what you're going to get. Let's see. You got a lot of major arcana. Stop it. Leo shows up in your reading every time. And you got yourself as well as Pisces energy. And the 4 of Wands. Cancer! Oh my goodness. You have some good cards here. There's a little bit of confusion. There's a little bit of delay. But here's the thing. The Hangman came out in reverse. So this can indicate to me either sinking into a deeper state of contemplation. For most of you, though, the way it's depicted, this deck is unusual. I love this deck, by the way. I'll put it in the box below. This could indicate that something you've been sitting on for a while, right? Hangman mode, assessing from a different perspective. You fly. There's something about you decide to go towards it now because this top spread is sort of your energy. So you have a 2 of Swords where you're the one who's like, my hands are tied. I don't know which way to go, or I don't know if I like this person. I don't know if I feel this way. I don't know if they like me. Page of Coins. There's some sort of offer that potentially comes from someone else, or there's some sort of this is a funny way of putting it. I almost see this as there's an epiphany. There's an illumination. There's finally a little bud that springs. And this is reminding me of a chia pet or something where, you water it and you give it sunlight and then things start to poke through the head. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, that's okay. This is a metaphor for something springs up in your head and you're like, it's like a light bulb moment. It's like, ding, you finally get it. And it's presenting as a page because it's not brand new. It's something you've been grappling with for a while. And we'll throw some clarifiers on this and see what we can get. But there's something about, oh, that's how I can do it. And then you're off and running. Then this whole delay or stall and I don't think it's purposeful. I don't think you're leaving anybody, on hold for any reason. There was just something you couldn't see before because moon energy. It was kind of confusing. There was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of unknown. Particularly, it may involve leaving someone behind who caused a little bit of anarchy or heartbreak or pain in your life. You may have been holding on to them, but it was at your own demise, or however you want to say it. It could indicate that it was almost like entrapment, waiting for some person. But maybe maybe somebody reaches out to you that you're like, oh, I actually like them. I was hoping they would reach out, and I was hoping for this and that. And then I keep wanting to say you fly. This could also indicate literally moving. The way this is depicted, if any of you guys are moving locations or moving jobs, but here's the thing, there's certainty here. So it wouldn't be leaving a job and being like, well, I don't know where I'm going to end up. There would be certainty of about, I hate my job, but I want to leave, but no one will hire me. And then you get the call hey, you're hired. Then it's like, oh, great. Do you know what I mean? Whatever this moving on is represented with, the Hangman in reverse to me it's actually very positive in this spread. Something that was very stalled or delayed, something you were grappling with where the pieces just weren't fitting together in the puzzle. It's no matter how many times you mapped it out, there was always that one missing piece. And it was almost like if you were to step back and gain, again, a new perspective, see it from a different angle, something blossoms, something blooms. And that may have to do with the fact of releasing control by stepping back and stop completely focusing on one person and why aren't they calling and why aren't they answering me and this and that. If you step back and release control and focus on your own life, your own spiritual path, you do get some sort of call or notification. At minimum, some sort of light bulb goes off for you I just keep getting, with certainty, you're ready for the next chapter. After this comes the Death card. It's a card of Scorpio. This is very positive to me. I know this card looks kind of brutal, and it is in a sense of that this is something that's weighing heavily on your mind, where you just can't figure out how to get out of an awkward situation, an awkward position, or something that's paining you, right? Under the moon is Three of Swords. So there is a little bit of heart sickness here, or sadness, pain, depression. It doesn't have to be that severe, but it may have to do with coming to the realization that, a lot of you had to walk away from someone who wasn't ready to commit. But what's really beautiful is that you have a different offer coming in. You do have Two of Cups under the moon and the Star. Gosh, Aquarius and Leo show up in your spread every single time. Every single time. What's with that? Are you all dating a Pisces or a Leo or an Aquarius? Because it's all over the place here. Anyway, so when you finally decide to leave something behind where maybe it was confusing, or maybe this shadowy energy of the moon was, are they ever going to budge? Are they ever going to reach back out to me? Earmuffs, right? If you guys aren't ready to hear this is a harsh truth. It seems like there's potentially one person you're waiting on where there's no meat left to pick on the bone. It's a chapter that has been closing out. But again, you're moving towards something new, and I'm reading for romance. This could absolutely be a new job, but a Page of Coins is an offer being made to you that you see value in it. It's worth something to you. So if it's monetary, great, but it's a valuable offer of someone you could potentially have a blossoming relationship with. Two of Cups, it's pretty new. You probably haven't really dated this person. With a Page, it could be someone you already know that's in your network, but this feels pretty positive. And Cancer, for better or worse where you are right now, know that you're going to be excited to go to this Two of Cups, okay? But look, this is you, the little hermit crab, right? You had to move on from something that I think wasn't working before, but you're moving on to something even better. Look at this. You're moving on to the Pearl, right? It's way better than this, dried out, bony, this is so sad. There's dark clouds ahead. Ooh, this card is brutal. A lot of you were resisting moving on from that, but it was like you were a prisoner of your own entrapment, because I think, again, this is a tough love message, but a lot of the signs were there that something about this was off. It just wasn't working. It was more painful and excruciating than it was happy and light and joyful. You're getting your wish. For those of you who are looking for love that is easy and simple and fun and pure-hearted, that's what's coming in, particularly with an Aquarius. It's like the lighthouse is saving you. When you're out in the darkness and then it's only the moonlight guiding you, you can't see everything. It's a little bit confusing. You have to have faith that if you keep going down this trail, something will make sense. Well, then you see that beam of the lighthouse and it's like, Cancer, come over here. Because there's something new. And so that could be what this is. This metaphor of the lighthouse, that might be significant to some of you. I always kind of go through my general spiel. Lighthouses, tattoos, jewelry, literally a home on is it Cape Cod? Do you know what I mean? There's something very significant about the lighthouse here. Is that lighthouse, that beam it's what's calling you home. Oh, Cancer, and you rule the house and the home. This just got really cute, you guys. And you see that light and it catches your eye. And again, it's in the distance, right? It's over there. You can see it. But that's sort of what's it's caught your eye, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to fly to that. Almost the way a moth goes to the light. This does have to do with a spiritual healing. The moth being kind of similar to a butterfly. The Hanged Man mode is all about being in the cocoon, being in the chrysalis. When you guys decide to leave behind, to essentially sacrifice what isn't serving you and move towards something new, I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. I think this is new love. Yeah. So a lot of you might be leaving a water sign behind, though it doesn't have to be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There could be a new earth sign coming in, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or any of those signs we've already said, because you have a lot of major arcana. You have Pisces, you have double Pisces, you have the Star, which is Aquarius, you have the Sun, which is Leo, and you also have the Chariot, so there could also be another Cancer involved here. It could be some of you are splitting up from another Cancer. So let's look at your person's energy. Yeah, no, someone's chasing you, Cancer. You got someone coming in. And it's when you're drawn. Oh, this is so beautiful. You have the sun and the moon and the stars. Oh my God, you guys, you gonna make me do it? Am I gonna quote Peter Pan again? Doesn't he have some line? Or no, it's Wendy. Wendy says, Peter Pan is the sun and the moon and the stars. She likes him, guys. She's in love with him. That's what I mean. There's this beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm not trying to be a hype man with the cards, Cancer. You guys who are not newbies, you're familiar with how I read. This is a pretty good reading. I gotta be honest. It's new. It's not that person from 20 years ago that you're still holding on to. It's just not. It's new love. And again, it doesn't have to be brand new, but in the sense of, I don't think you guys have had a history dating. It doesn't feel like that. But yeah, someone's got eyes for you, Cancer, and like they're coming in hot. They're the killer whale. They're gonna pounce on it. Cancer. Whew, that sounds sexy. And it could be a Leo as well. When I said pounce on it, Cancer, Leo energy. It could be a cusp sign. In fact, it probably is for a lot of you, the way these came out next to each other. Leo keeps showing up in your spread, as does Aquarius. So yeah, it's that light that draws your eye. Here's what I think this is. I think this light drawing your eye, this might not actually have to do with love. I think this is a positive thing. I said something similar to Capricorn. It's a welcomed distraction from the heartbreak and the pain you're feeling. You find some new activity or get some new job or some new opportunity to hang out with your family, to do that favorite thing you love to do, to be on the sports team, whatever it is. And again, you see it and you're just like, ooh, I want that. The lighthouse draws you in. While you're focused on achieving a personal goal or doing something, again, for your own health, your mind, body, and spirit, something that raises your vibe because you love yourself, Cancer, because this is an act of self-love, going towards something that makes you excited. While on that path to this or while doing it, and you're so fixated on the lighthouse light. This is you, right? Looking up at that light in the sun. Again, a new cycle, the dawning of a new day. These cards are like this. The person comes almost out of nowhere. That's why I just don't get the sense that this is super old. If it is, great, fantastic. Maybe that's going to make some of your guys' day, but someone's coming in to pounce on Cancer because they want to make it known that they at least want to ask you out. Page of Coins, Two of Cups, again, relatively new. This isn't like, hey, marry me. This is like, hey, I kind of like you. Do you want to hang out exclusively? That's what this feels like. It's pretty cool. All right, and then you have Four of Wands coming out under all this Piscean energy. So, I mean, that's the card of soulmates. That's the 1111. At very minimum, if we want to strip all the bells and whistles of it's a wedding and it's a celebration, it's a solid foundation. And not only that, any foreign tarot is sometimes what we can consider the comfort zone, right? So it's one of the better comfort zones, if you will, because it doesn't indicate there's stagnancy or lack. The Four of Pentacles is the miser card. Someone is holding back. They aren't developing, right? The Four of Cups, water has spilled and it's kind of stagnant. It's growing stale. Four of Wands is different because the wands indicate growth, upward movement, mobility, action, forward, energy. The Four of Wands is a milestone. So again, if it's not a wedding, if it's not a soulmate, if it's not the 1111, which it could be, by the way, if it's not, it's indicating a milestone in some sort of relationship. Then again, it's probably new, but that's what I mean. This could be, hey, do you want to be exclusive? Hey, do you want to go out on a date? But it feels a little bit more significant than just like, hey, do you want to go out? I don't really know why. This feels big with all these major arcana cards coming up. There's a lot of players in this. This may involve something regarding your family too, like a family reunion or going back home, Cancer, whatever that means to you. Again, you rule the house and the home. It doesn't have to mean moving across the country home or wherever you were born and raised. That home can just be surrounded by your soul tribe, by the people who make you feel at home, who make you feel at ease, who give you unconditional love. That's actually a good phrase for this. This feels really nice. Yeah, okay, you reach some sort of finish line or milestone on your own. It has to do with your own personal growth and personal success. And Cancer, I say this to you almost every reading. It's so repetitive. It's kind of insane. There is something about a moment or I don't even know how to say it. you achieve some sort of personal success in your career or start a new chapter or do something that, again, it's because you love it and you love yourself enough to go for something that you see potential in. As you make strides towards that, someone else romantically is making strides towards you. It's like it's a twofer. It's a twofer, Cancer. You get it all the time. All the time you get it. There's soulmate energy with a Leo or another Cancer, possibly another Pisces here. And yeah, it looks really damn good. So I'm going to leave you with that. Let's throw some romance angels on it. Tell me about, this is hard though. This is going to be your obstacle in the coming weeks or months whenever you choose to take advantage of this energy. It's moving on from, it's like the elephant graveyard. It's bones. It's been picked clean. So, and this is a tough love message, but why are you still holding out for something that it's diminished. It's not there. It's essentially, this is like a funeral for losing a friend, right? And my condolences, because that goes out to some of you who literally lost a person in your life. I don't predict death on my channel. It's not what I do. Again, this is a past thing that has happened, but something about not moving on from this death, whether it was literal or the idea of losing a relationship, losing somebody that you really loved, right? There's a sense of you're chaining yourself to that and not setting yourself free to explore new other opportunities, to embrace a new chapter of happiness. I'm never ever saying that you can't hold on to positive memories in your heart, but not if it's impeding your own spiritual growth, and it is right here. That's what this is. But here's the thing, this thing that's tying you down or shackling you down or holding you back or making you feel stuck, you do get some sort of, again, it has to do with your personal, individual, spiritual journey. You see that, like the beaconing of, or the, how do you say it? Beckoning? Whatever. The lighthouse, it's calling you, right? It's calling you. And this pearl, that's what I mean. That's this relationship that is ushered in with some sort of new stride towards going towards something you love. Along the way, it's like you meet a pearl of a person. You meet like a gem of a person, and like they open up to you, Cancer. Cancer, you love it when people open up to you, right? Aren't you kind of over these emotionally unavailable people, right? You meet someone, potentially an Aquarius. Did you meet an Aquarius who likes to talk about their feelings, Cancer? Lock that down. If you met an Aquarius that likes to talk all mushy-gushy about their feelings, whew, lock it down, right? Those crabby claws. Take it and run with it, Cancer. No, it's very positive. Let's throw some romance angels on it. Yeah, you have Page of Cups and Page of Coins, so potentially water signs or earth signs. Certainly doesn't have to be. Ooh, yeah, I love it. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Engagement, Cancer. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, right? That doesn't have to mean engagement ring, though it could, but yeah. I mean, I just gotta be honest, right? Not being a hype man, for a few of you, if you're thinking about wedding bells, that looks very positive. In which case, these pages represent water and earth signs coming together, where it's not brand new. These pages may have been in contact for a bit, but there is something still kind of fresh and young about this. So I don't know. This doesn't feel like 10 years to me. It just doesn't. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. But whatever. Everybody's story is a little different. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. This to me is always a card of like, that expression, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. There might be a turning in that cycle, Cancer. Yeah, something. Okay, this whole thing about going home, are some of you going home for like a family wedding? If that's the case, there's a connection there for a lot of you. I mean, a lot of people hook up at weddings, right? But this feels like you may actually meet someone who, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like a neighbor or a friend of a friend where this isn't brand new. Cancer, is this like your brother's best friend that you've had a crush on all your life, and all of a sudden at the wedding you're like, oh, hey, or whatever the equivalent for my males, females, whatever. It could be something like that. If it's not your wedding, this involves a wedding for a lot of you, in which you meet someone that they got eyes for you. There's something significant about that card. On a hill. Is it an outdoorsy wedding, like outdoors in nature? Is it by the sea? Is it by the seaside or the ocean or by the lake? Cancer. Yeah, the lake and the lighthouse and the ocean. Yeah, something by being by a body of water. Maybe you guys are going to go hang out by the, I don't know, whatever. I'm rambling at this point. Anyway, throwing zodiac signs on it. I get too involved in the stories, and then these 15-minute messages end up being 20 minutes. Sorry, Cancer. All right, wrapping it up. Real quick, show me zodiac signs that want to be seen in Cancer's reading, please. Ooh, you got a whole bunch. All right, bottom of your deck is Cancer. So yeah, some of you might be dealing with another Cancer. The Chariot. The chase is on. I love it. You like to be chased, Cancer. I know you. Leo, Gemini, Cancer again. So yeah, there's two Cancers involved here. Taurus, Pisces, absolutely. We had a lot of Pisces, and Aries. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.